Hey guys, welcome to another podcast, episode 2 of Rogan Lions podcast. I'm Levi and he's Augie, and today we are talking about the Odyssey and our reviews after we watched it last night.
All right, so on the count of three, we are going to say our ratings out of 10.
Oh, I
Okay,
thought we
ready?
would save that till the last part. We would tell our pros and cons first.
Well, here, let's just say it out of 10 on three. Ready?
Okay,
One, two, three,
8.
7 out of 10. Okay, so you had an 8, I had 7.
Mhm.
All right, that's fair. Okay, so here's how it's gonna go. So we're each gonna share our pros. So Levi will share his pros, and then I'll share my pros, and
Yeah.
then he'll share his cons, and I'll share my cons.
hmm
So first, Levi, what are your three pros?
Okay, so my 3 pros are the Cyclops scene when they were attacking the Cyclops. The second is the Battle of Troy when they attacked Troy. The third is visuals and effects. Yeah, and then you want to hear my cons, or are you going to say your pros first?
I'll go. I'll say my pros. I'll say my
Okay.
pros. Okay, so my first is probably I would say the story and pacing was very well paced for the Odyssey. I know it's a struggle to do that because of how long the poem is of the Odyssey.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they handled that well.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with you. The visuals, I think the camera work, I think it was
Yeah.
really good.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, we did not see it in the IMAX version.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's not a con, but like if we saw it, that probably would have made it even better.
Yes, I
But the
completely
visuals
agree.
were very good. The CGI was also you couldn't even tell it was CGI. The
Mm-hmm.
Cyclops
Yeah, it was phenomenal.
looks real. And also, I think a pro would probably be Agamemnon. His character just had
Oh, holy
so
aura, bro.
yeah, he just had so much aura. So
Mhm.
that was tough. Okay, Levi, what are your cons?
My cons are, I said questionable actors. So for like the Helen of Troy, I know she's like supposed to be like pretty and all, but she was kind of like scary. And then
Okay,
for
like the
Simeon,
Helen of Troy thing. Here, can I say something for the Helen of Troy?
sure.
Like we're not racist and stuff,
Oh yeah,
but
for
like I honestly think sometimes, of course, it's great to have diversity in films,
yeah, I
but that
completely
you
agree.
understand. Helen of Troy is described as someone with white skin,
Yes.
uh, and like no, no, she like I'm trying to think of what to say. Like I'm not trying to give any offense to the Lupita Nyong'o, the person who played her.
Yeah, she played it her part. She did it well. It was
Yeah,
just
she was a
we just
good
thought
actor.
it could have we could have got someone better. We
I
thought it
yeah,
was
I agree. I agree because she is described as someone with like fair like white arms and stuff like
hmm
that,
Yeah.
like white arm Helen. So
hmm
that was yeah, I agree with you on the pros. They could that was those were question or cons. I mean,
hmm All right,
okay.
my second con is I said for like little screen time for some characters. So like for the Tom Holland role and for like Anne Hathaway, they were like in the movie, but they didn't have as much time as like the main character did. So I just wish they had more into it.
That's fair. What was your third con?
My third is the witch scene when she made those soldiers into like pigs, and that was pretty weird.
With with Sears on the island.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was that was a weird scene. I'll say my cons, and then we can like dive deeper onto
Yeah.
why we chose these. So my cons, first of all, I mean I know this is kind of emphasized by a lot of people online. The modern language, I feel like that just wasn't really needed to be
Yes, I
added.
completely agree.
I honestly think it would have been cool. This would have been an extra mile to go to, 100%, if they added subtitles and they had the actors actually speak in Greek. That would have been
Oh yeah,
crazy.
that would be great. But
Obviously, I
yeah.
didn't really want to read it, but that would have just been that'd be
Mhm.
crazy. But people don't really do that nowadays with movies. The second thing was the Phaeacians. I'll get more into that later. They were in the actual original poem. They did not appear in the movie, so that was disappointing. And then the third thing is Telemachus, Tom Holland's character. He was too weak.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so Levi, what did you do? You have any things you want to dive deep in on your pros or cons?
My cons were maybe we could talk about like the Battle of Troy a little.
Yeah, the Trojan War.
Yeah, I just thought it was an amazing scene. The the horse was wow, that it was like made really well, and it's very like accurate from what the story is actually telling you, and it's actually a true story. So well, obviously, but I just liked how they just it looked just like what like they described in the different stories that um, me and Augie have read.
Mhm. So, one thing I wanted to dive into is the Phaeacians.
Hmm.
I know if you did not read the book, I think people who didn't read it would be confused about what I'm talking about. So basically, Odysseus he goes from these islands to islands, and after he's on the island of Ogygia for 7 years with I can't think of her name, but where he was stuck for 7 years. Wait, who was Odysseus stuck with?
She was like with a C or something.
So, no, oh, Calypso. Calypso. She was where he was stuck with Calypso for 7 years. So after he escapes that island, he actually washes. He's on the sea for like 20 days,
Yeah.
and then he washes up. He washes up on a different the island of the Phaeacians, and
Hmm.
he's welcomed in by people. And that's where he actually tells the story
Hmm.
of of everything that happened. So in the movie, what happened is he told the story to Calypso. That was like an added part. That was not in the original. That was not in the original poem.
Hmm.
So he tells the story to the Phaeacians, and then the Phaeacians help him get back to Ithaca, his island.
Yes.
That's how he gets back. He doesn't like wash up or anything.
Hmm.
So that's how he gets back. So I wish that could have been added. Movie probably would have been like at least 20 minutes longer.
Yeah.
That's why it wasn't added. Second thing is Telemachus. He was in the book. Telemachus has an odyssey of his own. He has a journey of growth from becoming a boy to a man,
Hmm.
and that was not portrayed, in my opinion, it wasn't portrayed very well
I mean,
in
they
the movie.
still had it, but like,
They had him. The biggest thing at the end where he takes place as king in Ithaca. That was I mean, that showed that he had become a leader and he became like a man. But in the story, Telemachus he travels to these different islands. He only traveled to one, Disney Menelaus, but he travels to different islands, and he gets like wisdom and help, and he like becomes a super strong warrior in the end, and he kills a whole bunch of the suitors with his father. But in the movie, um, he only killed. I don't even think he killed he killed one suitor. I don't even think he killed one suitor.
yeah,
He like he was like so incredibly weak. It was like he couldn't like he was like just throwing stuff and he was getting knocked down all the time.
yeah.
Like I don't
Especially
understand.
when Odysseus and him were going against the suitors that like attacked the blind guy. He
Yeah. You
like he got trampled by this guy, but then
yeah,
Odysseus had to save him.
yeah. That was disappointing. I wish you could have seen Telemachus like grow up because in the book he's fighting with the bronze spears and swords. He's fighting alongside his father Odysseus, and that would have been just great to see. Philoetus, who I don't think he was in the movie either. He was the
Yeah.
cowherd. And then also one more thing.
Hmm.
So what I wish was added is basically there's a scene when Levi when Odysseus gets knocked by the chair.
Yes.
So in like he like totally falls over.
But he
Uh,
didn't fall over in the movie.
no, he did. He
Oh,
like fell on the
oh,
ground.
okay. I'm tripping because
No,
oh, there was another part when he was just standing still.
no, I know what you're talking about, but he gets the chair thrown at him and he
Hmm.
falls down and then he gets like punched and kicked on the ground. And that like I mean, because he's portrayed as a beggar in
Hmm.
that.
Yeah.
And that just like that was disappointing to see because in the book, the chair is thrown at him and the chair literally breaks off of him and he just stands tall. He does not move at all.
No,
Like
yeah,
that
I
was
see what you're saying.
that was Aura in the book. He like or the poem. He gets the chair thrown at him. He also gets like a punch thrown at him, and he doesn't move at all.
Hmm.
And like in the poem, he's like deciding in his mind should he could easily kill any one of them
Yeah,
because in the poem, Athena, we'll talk into later about her character. Athena, transforms into like an old man, and that didn't really happen in the movie. That was
yeah.
like a huge crucial part because Agamemnon told him to be like transformed in disguise.
Hmm.
So I don't really know
I
why
see
that
what
happened.
you're saying.
But those are my reasons why I would give it a 7 out of 10, maybe 7.5 even. So, one more thing. Let's talk about Athena and Zendaya.
All right. What? I'll start with mine. I I mean, she had a good role. It was just she wasn't in it that much. Like I liked how like in the Battle of Troy, they had her as like an example of like a person that got beheaded. Even though you know the scene when they like slice the statue, her head
Yeah,
apart. And I really liked how Christopher Nolan added her to it and pretended like she was actually there and like about to get beheaded, but it was actually the statue. I thought that was a great
mhm.
part.
Okay. I think Athena. I feel like she could have had a bigger part. I think it would have
Mhm.
been
Yeah.
cool to see Christopher Nolan, portray like the gods in his view, like the gods of Olympus. I
Hmm.
think it would have been cool maybe to see Zeus or Poseidon because the Cyclops is Poseidon's son. So we
Hmm.
easily could have seen Poseidon get angry at Odysseus in
Yeah.
like Mount Olympus. That just wasn't added. I mean, that wasn't needed, but it would have been a cool addition.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Levi, you want to bring them on to our next topic?
Yeah, you can do it. You can do it.
Okay, so I was scrolling and I saw this thing. It said someone was saying Tom Holland is the actor of the decade. Hold on, in my notes I have actor of the century. That is not true. He's the actor of the decade, which is in like I'd say like the actor of like the 20s. So
Yeah. Hmm.
20 what is it? 2010? No, 2020 to 2030. So he's the actor.
Yeah.
So what is your? Do you agree? Yes or no with that, Levi?
I mean, I would say that it was like there's also some like other character or other actors that could do that role, like could be the actor of the century or the yeah.
What do you think?
Who I think like hmm, I'm
Maybe like
thinking
Timothy
maybe
Chalamet.
like hmm, maybe someone like shoot. I had someone like Robert Patterson has done a lot.
Yeah, I was thinking
I
of
was
him too.
thinking maybe him. I know he's
Also
like 40, but he still had a lot of roles in this era.
like the Batman. Also,
Yeah, and then with
also
that new movie with Zendaya. Mhm.
yeah, yeah. I was also gonna say Timothy Chalamet.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Wonka and all
Yeah,
those other movies.
I'm trying to think of young actors. I was talking to Eliza, my sister. I was talking to my sister about this, and she said like Brad Pitt. Like, he's like
I think it was like 1990s. I feel like
yeah,
I
he
don't
was
feel
like
like now.
not in this area. The closest thing I can think of is F1, but he has like one movie. Whereas Tom
Mhm.
Holland has 4 Spider-Man movies. He's in a Christopher Nolan movie, and he's in many other projects. He's in Marvel, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm. Sorry, I'm just um. Sorry, I have to text someone.
Bro, are you serious right now?
Hey, my bad. I'm just
Alright.
checking with someone. What else do you want to talk about?
So the final thing I wanted to talk about is what in your ranking of the Christopher Nolan movies you saw,
Hmm.
where would you put Odyssey? So I'm gonna read off the Christopher Nolan movies, and I'm gonna see like if we've seen these or not. So first of all, Dark Knight, Memento, Oppenheimer, Dunkirk, Insomnia, The Dark Knight Rises, Inception, Batman Begins, Following, The Prestige, Interstellar, and Tenet.
Hmm. What
So
I think
and
is the best.
the Odyssey. So I'm gonna count how many I've seen. So I've seen like one, two, three. Four, five, six. I've seen six.
Mm.
How many have you seen of this
I think
list?
I've seen five.
Here, I'm gonna send the list to you. Which one here? Tell me which ones you've seen. So here, while you look at the list and like think, I'm gonna say I would put Dark Knight as number one, 100%.
Yeah.
Number two, I'll actually put. So okay, so let me go here. We'll try to do a short out of this. So here are my top five Christopher Nolan movies. Here we go. Number five, I'm gonna put Interstellar. I know I'll probably get hate for
Yeah, I've
that.
seen that one. That's a good
Like,
movie.
it's a long movie. It's one long movie. I'll say that. Number four, I will put. I'll put number four. I'll put Dark Knight Rises. Not as good as the other two, I would say. Number three, I'm gonna have to put Odyssey.
Yep.
Odyssey's it was a pretty good movie. I'm sure if I saw the other Christopher Nolan movies, I'd like probably some of them better. But Odyssey was pretty good.
Hmm.
And maybe it's like a phase because I literally just saw it yesterday, but it might stay like that in my rankings.
Yeah.
Number two is The Prestige. That's an amazing
I
movie.
have not seen that, so maybe that'll change after I see it with you.
Me and Levi are gonna have a sleepover and we're gonna watch these.
Yeah.
Number one, The Dark Knight.
Mm.
So I think that might be the same for you, Levi. So, what are your top five Christopher Nolan movies, Levi?
My top five are I'm gonna start with Batman. Sorry, The Dark Knight Rises. That's number five. That was actually a really good movie. Four is Batman Begins. Three is um, The Odyssey. Two is I would probably say Interstellar, and then one is Dark Knight. So we basically have kind of similar lists, but we both agree on Dark Knight. That's a phenomenal movie.
Wait, where did you put Odyssey? Was it four or three?
I had it at three. Yeah, three.
Okay. I just realized my AirPods weren't in this entire time, so I hope I can hear you guys can hear me clearly. That's kind of embarrassing. I was wearing those the whole time. So we're
You're
gonna
good.
give you a little the final thing we're gonna do. That was our final thing. We're gonna just talk about this podcast will I think be released Thursday the 23rd
Hmm.
of July. We're gonna talk about Levi. Why don't you tell them what our next podcast is gonna be about?
Sorry, I can't talk. Our next podcast is don't make me laugh. Is We're going to talk about the Doomsday trailer, details, characters, and possible deaths. We're going to talk about the Avengers lineup, maybe some possible characters that haven't been released yet or could be saving for Secret Wars. Third is just will Doom win and create World? Maybe that will. I don't know. Maybe there's just a lot of questions. And then the fourth, you guys all seen this, maybe like there's a possible like evil Steve Rogers in the trailer. All of you guys have been talking about that. I've seen that online. I believe it too, but we'll see what happens. And then we're also going to talk about Spider-Man: Brand New Day. So I saw this photo at one of the like premieres on Spider-Man: Brand New Day, and it was Zendaya wearing this outfit that looked kind of like Mr. Negative. He's from
Yeah.
Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man video game, and he's a main character. Like he's a main villain for him. So possibly, you never know. We'll see what happens. Second, we're going to talk about Sadie Sink and her main role in Brand New Day. Three is will the movie end with a sad death, which we do not know, and we'll see what happens. And then we're also going to add something new to these podcasts. We're also going to have like a movie that we're going to rate overrated, properly rated, and underrated. So the first movie we are going to do is Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Yeah, we'll have a new one every single podcast.
Yeah. Hmm.
So,
And not all Marvel.
yeah, we're gonna do a whole bunch of movies. We can do Odyssey once like the
Yeah.
critics hit.
Once it's
Um,
like a month in.
yeah,
Yeah.
like a month and people have seen it, considering it's like fairly new.
Hmm.
So that's really it. We hope to see you guys in the next podcast. We hope
Yeah.
this one was a flop. Our first one got 200 views.
Yeah.
We
Thank
got
you
12
guys.
subscribers.
We're
All
sorry
right.
we're not together this time, but
Yeah, we
I'm glad we were able to do this. So
Levi is going on a trip, so we might have a little break in between. We can try to call again while he's on his trip.
yeah,
Um, and we hope to see you guys in the next one.
yeah.
All right, stop the recording.